I go by the name of Steeno, and I stand for art. Stand for art mixed with confidence. Um, I want to bring back cocky music. I feel like it's okay to be cocky. It's okay to believe in yourself, right? Um, there's a difference of being cocky and arrogant at the same time. So I want to enforce that in all my music and all my listeners that it's okay to be confident in yourself by any means necessary to the highest standard. I mean, it's my lifestyle. It's everything I embody myself in, right? I walk, I talk with just supreme confidence. Um, I can introduce myself to anybody. I've been blessed with that gift, right? But I feel like there's people in this world that need to be led into that prosperity, right? Being with one within themselves, right? It's a mental thing more than anything else, and I just want to infuse that within my listeners. Um, my upbringings had a lot to do with it. Just being in from Hempstead, New York, Long Island, being in a place where you got to kind of walk and talk the talk simultaneously. You know what I mean? So being around people that were in areas that I really didn't take part in, but being close enough to it that I had to walk the walk and talk the talk by affiliation. And I think that's where that comes from. A lot of my peers, my relatives, that fall within that departure of what Hempstead brought up within myself. I think Charlotte slowed me down. It's funny because when you move to Charlotte, a lot of people call it a slow city. And I say that in the most respectful way where it's like, it's brought down to the point where I could really understand what I'm truly here for. So shout out to the Queen City because it humbled me. And as much as I hate the word humble, it put me in a place where I could really bring that confidence to a very tight level.
Yeah.
And that's really what Charlotte done for me. And I love the city of Charlotte, 100%. I mean, we got a lot going on in Charlotte. I mean, just being a part of the city itself, the growth, being around the expansion that a lot of people are coming into the city, and it's becoming its own melting pot in a sense. But also just, I mean, even expanding out to Charlotte, to be honest with you, I spent a lot of time in Greensboro with my peers. Shout out to Thorough Coalition. And people out there that have actually shaped and experienced my life in Charlotte to where I could really embrace that confidence. Um, Hopefully that answers the question, but that's really where it stems from. Is just the nightlife, the experiences, the culture, right? I think Charlotte culture is really hard to understand until you embody yourself in it. So um, a lot of that has a lot to do with what I was bringing forth previously.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been doing music. I wrote my first verse at the age of 13. Um, I started off battle rapping on a platform, on a website that allowed people to express themselves and go head to head against each other and come up with the most lyrical ways to defeat each other. And that actually was birthed by me listening to a lot of. I'm a real New Yorker, so it's like 50 Cent, Dipset, Lloyd Banks, Jadakiss, big influences in my life. But I also love the playful side of music. So during that time frame, I was listening to people like Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, Snoop Dogg, just people that had a little bit more flavor and a little bit more playfulness to their music. So I think that's really what embodies Steeno, is the creativity and the freedom mixed with the persuasiveness of lyricism, if I had to put it in a nutshell. Yo, they call me Deity Stee. You can find me on Instagram, deity_Stee. That's pretty much what it is on all social platforms. Tune in to FYTB. We out. Throw Coalition.